How's it going out there, YouTube land and all subsequent social media lands? Welcome to an all-new video. This video we're going to be doing a movie review of a new film that just came out. It is the 7th film in a long franchise that has been enjoyable, awesome, and just a really great franchise since its inception in 1996. So we're going to get right into that. Before we do that, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss this video and the other videos I put up. As always, people, if you enjoy my content here on YouTube, definitely check out my other social media platforms such as Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all those good places. I pretty much post on a regular basis. And as always, people, if you enjoy my stuff here too, check out my Patreon page where you get all kinds of extra accoutrement you don't get here on my YouTube channel. So definitely check that out too. So as always, people, let's get right into this. So welcome one and all to an all-new video. So like I was saying before, we're doing a movie review of a new sequel that just came out and is the 7th film in a great long-running franchise that started back in 1996 called Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1. Yeah, Dead Reckoning Part 1. Yeah. So this awesome sequel just came out July 12th. And is a part 1 of 2 parts that will conclude this story, of course, in the second part. But this is just a really fantastic film. It was really enjoyable, top-notch, along the same lines as how good Top Gun Maverick was. And it was good to see a nice, good, solid, action-packed film that was just about awesome spies, kicking butt, taking names, all that kind of good stuff. And this movie was just what I was looking for. Action-packed and just an awesome, amazing sequel that just was so enjoyable. Now, once again, the amazing Mr. Christopher McQuarrie has returned as director for the film. And Christopher McQuarrie, you might have seen as the director of the last, basically, 3 or 4 of the Mission Impossible films since Ghost Protocol. So Ghost Protocol, yeah, so this is the 4th one he's done. And he is just an amazing director. I really enjoy what he brings to it. I love what he does with it. And I really enjoy his vision and everything he does because he works really well with Tom Cruise, I feel. And they bring a great sense to an action-packed film. And they give us all the great actionness. They give us great story. They give us great acting. He just brings a really great sense to his movies, whatever he makes. Now, he hasn't directed too many films besides the Mission Impossible films, but he has directed a few other films that are worthy of watching. Now, if you haven't seen anything else Christopher McQuarrie has directed, definitely check out the awesome, amazing film that came out in 2012 called Jack Reacher. Yeah, Jack Reacher, yeah. So, I'm not a huge fan of the first Jack Reacher film. I love the second one. But this is still a pretty decent action film. There's a lot of great action to it. I just didn't feel it was as good as the second one. But overall, I think Christopher McQuarrie did a great job with this film. Once again, gave us a lot of great action. And a kind of a, nice, cool introduction to this character of Jack Reacher. And overall, I thought that it was just a really well-done film. And I thought it had all the great things you needed for a great action-packed film. And I thought just Christopher McQuarrie did a good job of giving us a really great script, some really good action sequences throughout the film, and just overall a decent film. And I feel it really shows his directing style very well, and giving us a really solid just action-packedness and just a lot of great action, which I feel that's what he's good at. He's good at making action type of films. And that, I feel, is what he proved with Jack Reacher. If you haven't seen Jack Reacher, I highly recommend give it a whirl. Check it out for Christopher McQuarrie's directing. I think he did a superb job with it. But overall, I really enjoy what Christopher McQuarrie did with Dead Reckoning Part 1. And I'm really looking forward to seeing what happens with Dead Reckoning Part 2. And I think that this is probably, out of the 4 he's directed so far, I honestly feel this is my favorite one that he's directed. Really top-notch directing and really did a great job. If you haven't seen anything recently of Christopher McQuarrie, definitely check out Dead Reckoning Part 1 for his great directing. He did a superb job. So once again, the great Mission Impossible franchise once again has a great, amazing cast. We have several returning people and a few new people coming into the mix. And of course, this great cast has just brought a lot of greatness to this amazing franchise and has just made it so enjoyable, so watchable, and just overall just a really great experience. Now, of course, to start us off is none other than Mr. Ethan Hunt himself, Mr. Tom Cruise. Oh yeah, Tom Cruise, woo, Tom Cruise, yeah. So Tom Cruise, of course, you've probably seen him in something over the last 40 years, from All the Right Moves to The Firm to A Few Good Men, Taps, Top Gun 1, Top Gun 2, Jerry Maguire. I mean, he's been in so many stinking films over the years, it's just insane. And he's just a really fantastic, amazing actor. And I've really always enjoyed him, and I love that he takes the time to want to do his own stunts, and I think that makes him one of the greatest action stars of the last, decade, I feel. And he is just really fantastic at what he does, and he makes a really awesome actor. I think he's got great talent in all the different fields, from action to drama to comedy, everything. I mean, his character in Tropic Thunder as Les Grossman, absolutely freaking hilarious, and he was fantastic as that character. Super funny, and just showed how talented Tom Cruise really is. Now, one of his all-time best films, I feel, it's one of my favorites, and I really enjoyed him in it. And I just think it's one of his better films that he really did a great job with. And I don't think he gets enough credit, for how long ago it came out, 30 years now. It still stands the test of time. It's just such a great film, and he was so good in it. And then, of course, the film called A Few Good Men. Yeah, A Few Good Men. Yeah. Absolutely love this film. If you have not seen it, you should definitely check it out. Tom Cruise is amazing in this film. He kicks butt, and he played it so beautifully throughout this whole film. I mean, going against the likes of, awesome other actors, from Jack Nicholson to Demi Moore, Kevin Bacon, and all these other actors that were in the film. He just, was in the star-studded cast, and he just really blew it away and gave such a great performance, and it was just really enjoyable. If you haven't seen A Few Good Men, definitely check it out for Tom Cruise's performance in it. He was really amazing in it. But overall, once again, his concoction of Ethan Hunt is amazing. Absolutely love his performance as Ethan Hunt. I have since, his first time playing it back in 1996. And, I mean, he just gets better and better with each film. And this movie, he was just so freaking awesome. And I absolutely loved what he did with the character. I love that they went back and gave a little bit more of a backstory on him. And they gave him more of the reason why he became an IMF agent. And I think Tom did such a great job of bringing that to life. And, being that new character, kind of giving more detail to his character since its inception in 1996, and he did it so well. If you haven't seen Tom Cruise in anything recently, definitely go check him out in Dead Reckoning Part 1 right now. He was freaking amazing. So that brings me to the second person I'd like to talk about that was in this film, and that is none other than a newcomer to the franchise who I think was a great addition to the film, and just proved to be amazing in this film. And then, of course, is Miss Hayley Atwell. Oh yeah, Hayley Atwell, woo, Hayley Atwell. Oh, she is so gorgeous. She is absolutely gorgeous. I've had a crush on her since I saw her in Captain America 1. She is just awesome and so beautiful and so talented, and everything about her is just so fun. And I've always enjoyed her acting. I've always enjoyed what she brings to her characters, and I just think she's a really fantastic actress. And, I mean, her character in this film was just so well thought out and really enjoyable. Bringing in a jewel thief, or just a thief in general, I thought was a really cool idea. Kind of similar to when they brought in Thandie Newton in 2. They kind of brought that back to it again, and kind of bringing in kind of a new kind of love interest for Ethan Hunt's character, and, dealing with bringing in another different person to kind of, freshen the franchise and stuff like that. And I thought that Hayley Atwell was a perfect choice, and she really brought a really great, character to this person, and bringing it to life and having fun with this character. And I absolutely loved her with Tom Cruise in this film, and it worked so well together. It was just really enjoyable. Now, another great film that Hayley Atwell was in that I really enjoyed her in, and I think is such a fun film, and she just was so enjoyable in it. It's a great film that came out a few years ago with Ewan McGregor called Christopher Robin. Yeah, Christopher Robin. Yeah, the live-action adaptation, basically, of Winnie the Pooh. And she was fantastic as Christopher Robin's wife in the film, Ewan McGregor's character, and she was just so endearing and so fun and just so enjoyable in the film, and I loved what she brought to the character. I loved her interactions with everyone in the film, and I just thought that she brought this like great warmth to her character, and you felt love for her, and you felt, oh, this is such a wonderful woman. And I just think Haley did a good job of bringing that to life and giving us a really solid performance. If you haven't seen Christopher Robin, definitely check it out for Haley Atwell's performance. She was really superb in the film. And then overall, she was really fantastic in Dead Reckoning Part 1. She was phenomenal in this film. Absolutely loved her, and I thought she was a really great addition. If you haven't seen her or anything recently, definitely go check out her in Dead Reckoning Part 1. She was phenomenal. So before I talk about the last actors I'd like to talk about that was in this film, I want to give honorable mentions to the great Simon Pegg, Bing Rhames, Rebecca Ferguson in this film, because they have been great additions since their first inception into the franchise back in the day, and I've absolutely loved that Bing Rhames has been in every single one of the Mission Impossibles with Tom Cruise, and that has been awesome, and I love Bing Rhames. And then Simon Pegg has been in the series since Mission Impossible 3, and he has been a fantastic character as Benji. He has been so awesome, so cool. And then, of course, Rebecca Ferguson's been in the last couple, too, as well. Has been an interesting love kind of interest, and been an interesting character, and just kind of where her allegiance really lies and all that kind of good stuff. And I just wanted to give honorable mentions to those great actors. They were a really great addition to this film as well. But that brings me to the last person I'd like to talk about that was in this film, and another person that was just introduced into this franchise in this film, and it's a really great villain that I really enjoyed watching just bring to life this villain character, and at the same time her character really reminded me of the other character she's played for several years now, and that of course is Miss Pom Klementieff. Oh yeah, Pom Klementieff, woo, comedy. Oh, Pom. She is so fantastic. I love this girl. She is so funny, so hilarious, and I automatically fell in love with her when she started playing Mantis. She was fantastic as the character and just super funny, and has really built a great reputation and a really great portfolio of films, and she's just super enjoyable. But while watching Pom in her character in Mission Impossible, I could not help but sometimes she just made me think of Mantis, and it was like I was feeling like, oh, I was watching Mantis in this film a little bit. And she just is so fun and so funny in any role she's in. And I think she brought a little bit of comedy element to her character in this film. But she still was a really fantastic villain that was really kick-ass and just really fun. So another film you should definitely check her out in, I think that she was really fantastic in, was a great film that is a sequel to a great Marvel film that made a great franchise where it concluded this year, which was called Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Yeah, oh my god. Absolutely loved her in her debut as Mantis in Guardians Volume 2. She was super fantastic. I love how freaking hilarious she was. Thought she worked so well with Batista, so well with Peter Quill, and with all the other characters, and I love just what she brought to her character, and even her persona was so funny. Like, she was kind of like an idiot type of character a little bit, but at the same time, it's because she only knows one thing. And I love her evolution of the character through, Volume 3 and through the Christmas special and stuff like that. But Volume 2 really showed just how fun Pom Klementieff's character of Mantis was, and I just really enjoyed her, and I thought she did a super fantastic job, and I don't think she gets enough credit for how fun she was bringing Mantis to life. If you haven't seen Pom in anything, definitely check her out in Guardians Volume 2. She was really fantastic in it. But overall, I really liked her in Dead Reckoning Part 1. I thought she was a great addition. I thought she brought a great fun to her character as this villain that, we really haven't had too many female villains, I feel, in the Mission Impossible series. We, of course, had, the kind of the traitor vibe in the first film. And then, of course, we had Vanessa Kirby in Fallout. But she's not really, she's more like Max for the first film, where she's not really a villain, but she's more of like a side character. And I just really enjoyed seeing Palm Clemente come in and do this awesome villain character that was really awesome and had a really great redeeming quality to her. If you haven't seen Palm anything, definitely go check her out in Dead Reckoning Part 1 right now in theaters. She was stinking amazing. So what is Mission Impossible's Dead Reckoning Part 1 about? Basically, this time around, Ethan has to deal with a old nemesis that he encountered prior to becoming a part of the IMF, and basically is the reason why he joined the IMF, and basically has to save the world from him getting this particular key that will allow him to have the most insane, realistic AI thing in the universe, and it's up to Ethan and his team to stop him from getting that key, and that's pretty much what this film's about. And I thought it was so well constructed, like I said, and just overall a great film, really enjoyable, and just all around a really great addition and sequel to this amazing franchise. Really enjoyable. Lots of great sequences in the film. Absolutely loved the whole car chase sequence where Haley Atwell and Tom Cruise are in the little yellow car that you got to see in the trailer. Amazing sequence, great driving, great stunt work there, amazing. The jump off the cliff with the motorcycle was amazing. The train sequence where they're fighting on top of the train was super cool. And there's just a lot of great sequences throughout the whole entire film that were just so enjoyable. Highly recommend go check this out. Giant 10 golden movie boxes up. Can't wait to add this to my collection and see this movie again. It was just so stinking good. Amazing film, really well done, and a great addition to the awesome Mission Impossible franchise. If you haven't seen it yet, definitely go check it out in theaters now. Worth the watch, people. So that's it for this movie review, guys. As always, thank you for watching. Thank you for liking. Also, thank you for subscribing. And if this is your first time here or you have been before, don't forget to check any older or newer videos you might not see mine yet. As always, people, I want to just show appreciation to all my new subscribers, all my current subscribers that are rocking it, watching the videos and stuff like that. Thank you for enjoying them. Thank you for watching and leaving comments. You guys are rocking. As always, catch you in the next one.